Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, after studying 2 lessons from the English grammar tree, now again we are going to start lesson number 2 from our Punjab textbook of 7th class. And this lesson number 2 is about our villages. The title of this chapter is Our Villages. Our villages mean the villages of Pakistan. This chapter is a short description of the villages of Pakistan. So it starts with the first paragraph. Once Anjum's father was very tired of his office work. He did not know what to do. His wife suggested him to take a few days leave from his office and visit his parents in Nurpur village. He would be refreshed by living in the village. After a few days, he would return home quite fresh to take up his work again. The next day, Anjum's father reached the beautiful village Nurpur, situated on a bank of a canal. His parents were overjoyed to see him. His other relatives also gathered to welcome him. Now see these 2 paragraphs again and underline some difficult words and phrases. Once Anjum's father was very tired, the word tired, of his office work. He did not know what to do. His wife suggested him to take a few days leave from his office and visit his parents in Nurpur village. He would be refreshed by living in the village. After a few days, he would return home quite fresh to take up his work again. The next day, Anjum's father reached the beautiful village Nurpur, situated on the bank of a canal. His parents were overjoyed to see him. His other relatives also gathered there to welcome him. Now listen again and note the meanings. Once Anjum's father was very tired. Tired means exhausted, weary, thaka hua hona, of his office work. He did not know what to do. His wife advised him. His wife gave him opinion to take a few days leave from the office and visit his parents in Nurpur village. The name of his village is Nurpur. Right. He would be refreshed by living in the village. When he will go to his village, Nurpur village, definitely he will be refreshed, he will become fresh again, he will be reinvigorated by living in the village. After a few days, he would return home quite fresh to take up his work again. When after spending some days in village, he will come back and he will be able to take up mean to start, to resume. दोबारा से वो अपने काम को start कर सकेगा, refresh होगा और नई ताकत के साथ. The next day, Anjum's father reached the beautiful village Nurpur. This village is situated on the bank of a canal. ये canal पे वाक़ है. Canal mean inland waterway, in other words नहर, एक नहर के किनारे पर वाक़ है. His parents were overjoyed to see him. Overjoy mean to fill with great happiness. बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हो जाना, दिल बाग हो जाना. When they saw him, his parents were overjoyed. They were filled with great happiness. His other relatives also gathered to welcome him. Now next paragraph. A village is a peaceful, calm and quiet place. Description of a village. In a village, life is refreshing and inspiring as there is no noise and rush of traffic. Pakistan is a land of villages. Almost 70% of our total population lives in villages. The population of a big village may go to 5,000 or 6,000, but a small village usually has a population of about 2,000 people or less. Now listen again and underline some words. A village is a peaceful, calm and quiet place. In a village, life is refreshing and inspiring as there is no noise and rush of traffic. Pakistan is a land of villages. Almost 70% of our total population lives in villages. The population of a big village may go to 5,000 or 6,000, but a small village usually has a population of about 2,000 people or less. Look again. A village is a peaceful, calm and quiet place. Three words: peaceful, calm and quiet almost have the same meanings here. Peaceful means restful, aramdeh, calm, quiet. Okay, they have the same meanings. Okay, peaceful, पुरसकून और अमन की जगह है. In a village, life is refreshing and inspiring as there is no noise and rush of traffic. In a village, life is refreshing and this is inspiring. Inspiring means exciting, heartening, मुतासिर कुन, मुतासिर करने वाली, दिल को लगने वाली. As there is no noise, because there is no noise and rush of traffic. So the atmosphere there is very calm, very peaceful, very inspiring and refreshing. Pakistan is a land of villages. There are almost 70 of our population is total population lives in villages. Okay. Population, number of people who live in villages. Okay, they are 70% and 30% people are living in cities. The population of a big village may go to 5,000 or 6,000. Between 5 and 6,000 the population is of big village, but a small village usually commonly has a population of about 2,000 people or less than 2,000 people. Now paragraph number 4. The villages live in simple house. Every village has a masjid where people offer prayers. Some of the smaller villages do not have electricity. The villagers have green trees in and around their houses. The trees provide shady sitting places in the summer afternoon. The villagers live in simple houses. Their houses are very simple. Every village has a masjid where people offer prayers. Some of the smaller villages do not have electricity even today. Electricity, electric power, बिजली अभी तक वहाँ पे provided नहीं है. The villagers have green trees in and around their houses. They have green trees. They grow green trees in their houses, inside their houses and out of their houses. The trees provide shady sitting. Shady mean having shadow. There is shadow of trees and people sit there in the summer afternoon. Next paragraph. Usually a small village does not have a hospital, high school and post office. High schools are in a nearby towns or bigger villages. Mostly people living in far-off villages are not educated. A teacher of the village primary school takes care of the postal needs of the villagers. He also reads and writes letters for them. Listen again and underline some words. Usually a small village does not have a hospital, High school and post office. High schools are in nearby towns and bigger villages. Mostly people living in far-off villages are not educated. A teacher of the village primary school takes care of the postal needs of the villagers. He also reads and writes letters for them. Usually, a small village does not have a hospital, high school, and a post office. These facilities usually are not available in small villages. High schools are in nearby towns. Nearby towns mean that are close by those villages, not far away. करीब वाले towns में high school मौजूद होते हैं, and bigger villages. Mostly people living in far-off villages. Far-off mean remote, at distance, far, away, बहुत दूर के. Okay? Mostly people living in far-off villages. वो लोग अक्सर लोग जो far-off दूर दराज के villages में रह रहे होते हैं, they are not educated. वो पढ़े लिखे नहीं होते. A teacher of the village primary school takes care of the postal needs. In those villages, the teacher of the village primary school के जो teacher होता है, he takes care, he pay attention, वो ख्याल रखता है of the postal needs of the villagers. Postal needs related to post, related to post office, letters. लोगों के ख़तों किताबत, लोगों के ख़त जो आते हैं जो लिखता है, वो सारी ज़रूरियात ये टीचर पूरी करता है, स्कूल टीचर. He also reads and writes letters for them. Okay, now your homework for today's lesson. Exercise 1 is write the meaning of the following words and use them into sentences by your own. 10 words have been given. You will write the meanings using your dictionary or other sources, then you will write the sentences by your own. Exercise 2 is find out adjectives and adverbs and tell their kind. Okay, you will find adjectives and adverbs from these first five paragraphs, and you will also write their kind, which type of those adverbs or adjectives are. Okay, exercise number 3. Write the answers of the following questions. Why did Anjum's mother suggest his husband to visit the parents? Number 2. Describe the village of Anjum's father in your own words. How are the Pakistani villages? What kind of life do the villagers live? What are the postal needs of the villagers? And the last exercise that you will write on your notebooks, find the meanings of the following words in the dictionary. Prime, vivid, cluster, bamboo, scrap, rescue, global, shatter, orchard, and layer.